my man, here we are. Crazy, crazy day, man. Another one, I guess.
Crazy day. So, we're about the same age. You're younger than I am. You're younger in many ways than I am. I mean, I'm an old,
What does that mean? Hold on. What, first of all, I don't think you should be yapping at your dog like that. All right.
No, because Flip has been out of control the last couple of days. He should know better. Okay. That's number one.
How are you defining? Yeah. I think like you're kind of insulting my intelligence when you say, like, I'm younger than you. It's kind of like you, there's no way you could know what I know.
No,
like,
that's not my point at all. You're youthful. I'm a dinosaur. You're not. I'm not making any reference to your acumen or to your ability. Not at all.
That's all right. Thank you for my youthfulness. Thank you.
But
Thanks,
we
Pops.
probably played similar games growing up, like Simon Says, for example, hide and seek. And I know
red light, green light. Red light,
green light, 1, 2,
kick
3.
the can.
In my
kick
head.
the can. Did you kick the can?
Yeah,
Did you kick the can.
We did, but that wasn't really my thing. Clearly, though, your wavelength, you're in my head, as Dan was tonight on the show. Red light, green light, 1, 2, 3. Number one, I ask you, did Jerome Powell just give us the green light for the next 2 years? And to your thing about kicking a can, that's really all they're doing. They're just kicking this can right on down the road. Tim.
Well, yeah, I mean, Red Rover, can Jerome come over? Because, whether it's that 60 Minutes interview, along with I think the Gilead announcement that was a nitrous kit on the market. Look, Jerome is that free base you can stand on and capture the flag. And know everything's going to be okay, and it's not okay. But sometimes it's the market that they give me and not the market that I want. And I've spent a lot of time, and in fact, I've pissed some people off who've been guests on our show, especially short sellers who come on and try to say, the Fed and this and this market's a big short. And look, the market's going higher, and not only is our job to try to at least lay out the foundation of what moves markets, and it's not always necessarily great fundamentals. When I was running my hedge fund, one of my partners would get so lost on we had to invest in great companies with great management teams. Like, I want to invest in companies that are going higher if I'm long. And I think in the case of the market, that's really what this is. And I'm not I'm not saying go move everything onto black tomorrow and spin the roulette wheel. I do think, though, when the Fed tells you that in the next, through 2022, they expect rates to be between 0 and 1/4 basis, 25 basis points. That's extraordinary. And that's in an environment where corporations are telling us that they don't really know what's going to go on next week. And in fact, everybody's pulling guidance. And yet somehow the Fed, who's been totally wrong about inflation and has been totally wrong about, effectively, the strength of the economy and the follow through from monetary policy, is telling us that they've got a view out 2 years when they want us to be data dependent, which is effectively minute by minute. All right, that's sorry for the tirade, dude. But
no, it's a good tirade. And listen, I'm guilty of it all the time. I make this more difficult than it has to be sometimes. And to your point, trade the market you have, not the one that you want. And if I say this all the time on the show, if a stock goes from $5 to $10, and if you own that stock, you've doubled your money. The reasons why it made that move do not matter. It shows up the same way in your bank account. That's just the reality of it. We can have the esoteric intelligentsia conversation at another time, but our job, to your point, is to identify opportunities. And I'm just wondering aloud, and you answered the question, did Jerome Powell just give us the red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, and it's perma green light for the next year?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, I've got Brooks Robinson over my shoulder, who's called the human vacuum cleaner at third base. Boog Powell, meanwhile, makes a pretty mean barbecue, and Boog's barbecue pit is one of the great spots in Camden Yards. And if you ever get a chance to get down to Baltimore and watch a ball game, I realize you laugh at my birds; they're my other team. But Boog's barbecue pit is a place to get yourself a good old, pulled pork something.
Okay, so I want to. Before we leave on this note, okay?
Yeah.
This is a would you rather. And I know where you're going to go with this, but try to answer honestly.
Hold on, trade school. Would you rather is effectively three choices, right?
Right.
I mean, that's okay.
That's right.
All right. All right.
So in that era, with Boog Powell patrolling first base for the Birds, you also
Yep.
had Harmon Killebrew, right? He was patrolling first base
For the Twinkies. The Twinkies.
Right?
Yeah.
If you recall. Yeah. And who was the other? There was another large.
All right. So this is a great one. So large, hulking, behemoth first baseman of the mid to late 70s. And then we go with a George Boomer Scott.
Right.
We've got Willie Pops.
John Mayberry.
Willie Pop Stargell. Don Mayberry. How about a Willie Horton, if I may? I think you've
Willie
got.
Horton played center field.
He did? No, I think. I think he.
Maybe.
I mean, how about a George Boomer Scott up in Beantown?
Had a cup of coffee with the Yankees as well.
How about a Cecil Cooper over in Milwaukee?
Coop.
How about let's go over to the senior circuit. You wouldn't make Steve Garvey a hulking behemoth first baseman. He was pretty trim. Let's see, the Cards, who was playing first base? First of all, you had Keith Hernandez, but before Keith, oh boy.
It's great. It's a great thing to think about, though. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. And you also have Frank Howard is the other one I was going to throw at you, if you recall.
Frank Howard.
Of Washington Senator fame. So,
well, you're getting back into now you're going into bell bottoms territory, dude. I don't think we were really there. Look, let's close this one out. Whether it's Boog Powell, Jerome Powell, one Powell's your friend, one Powell's not. Guy, you tell me which one.
Boog is your friend. Jerome is not. Jerome, I am not a fan. Back to you.
See you tomorrow.
Later.